entire team of our officers who have made this event possible. Friends, GST is dynamic in nature. It demands constant upgradation. This calls for a continuous learning and hence this training program. In recent times, Nagaland has made only modest headlines in terms of tax revenue recovery and compliance efforts. I acknowledge with the sense of urgency and purpose that our state is not the front runner in GST collections in average or per capita terms, and revenue leakage through evasion have severely affected our state. That, my friends, is why this training is not just timely but indispensable. Our state has a unique and complex history. Our geography, remoteness, infrastructural challenges, political complexities have all led to a legacy of underdevelopment. As a consequence, we have struggled to establish revenue generating industries and enterprises. I am hopeful that shortly we will make strides in these areas too. But for now, Nagaland relies heavily on tax revenues to meet its financial and development needs. And hence, optimizing tax revenue is not merely an administrative objective, but it is a developmental imperative. We are struggling with a lot of constraints, but I can proudly tell you all that the department is making steady and strategic progress. Over the past 8 months, we have prioritized on capacity building by sending our officers to Guwahati, Shillong, Kolkata, New Delhi for the training and exposure. We conducted high-impact training like the one in Niathu last year. This 5-day training is a continuation of that learning journey. Further, we had conducted rounds of trainings for DDOs of different departments in Kohima to upgrade them to the nuances of TDS and associated subject matters. Earlier this month, we interacted with the representatives of business community, listening to their grievances and seeking solutions collaboratively. This dialogue will continue and deepen in times to come. Our department has developed 2 in-house tools to monitor GST compliance and CSTO performances. And we are working to develop a monthly reporting format which will be incisive, help us for better assessment and timely interventions. We have begun a joint enforcement operation with our CGST counterparts, and we will continue to do so. We are upgrading to newer and cutting-edge technologies. For now, we are contemplating to implement RFID-based tracking systems. We recognize the difficulties that the new entrepreneurs face with the GST compliances. We have in pipeline to develop a FAQ in our local language to demystify GST. Furthermore, in collaboration with the CGST counterparts and under the guidance of Chief Commissioner CGST, Shri S.K. Sinha, we are contemplating to train local youth as tax mitras, which will act as grassroots tax advisors. Our efforts are not fruitless. Thanks to our young officers, the jurisdictional authorities, our very special CSTOs, between February 2025 and May 2025, we have recovered over 10 crore rupees in revenue areas. A figure that speaks for tightened enforcement. But beyond enforcement and systems, we must not lose our sight from the larger perceptual challenges. Tax and taxation are unfortunately remains one of the most misunderstood concepts, often seen in negative light. But we have to appreciate and understand that the sprawling network of roads developmental schemes, infrastructure, and everything associated are all financed through the proceeds of tax. The misconception is many a times manufactured. We know of cases where consumers are advised not to take bills, despite the fact that the price was already paid by the consumer, the tax was inclusive of the MRP. But if the consumer had not taken the proper bill, the tax proceeds which was due to the state and the government will never arrive, and as a result there will be a revenue loss, which is a sorry state today. This has to change, and we will change it. A comprehensive public awareness campaign shall begin in July, where we will not only go to people to inform them, but to inspire them and to make our partners. For Nagaland to thrive, tax compliance must become a people's movement. The GST regime has made every registered business establishment as a tax collector, entrusted with the responsibility of collecting the tax from consumers and remitting it to the government. However, there are loopholes in that, which we intend to plug. Friends, today we begin not just a training, but a renewed commitment, a journey to introspection, upgrading, and rededicating ourselves to become the custodian of compliance, the torchbearer of transparency, and the guardian of Nagaland's financial future. May the Almighty guide us and strengthen our mission to make our state a better state and to guide us and to take our state to a better future. Thank you so much.
And all other friends and colleagues who gathered here this morning, it gives me immense pleasure on behalf of Nasin Shillong to be part of this training that you have conducted. I would like to point out that this training was in fact requested for by the Commissioner Taxes in Nagaland, and that only indicates the importance that is being attributed to such a capacity building. I see that this training is a refresher course, so all of you must have been in the field for a good number of years, or some of you might have been just new. But nonetheless, learning, as the Commissioner was saying, is a continuous process, and it does no harm for us to keep on upgrading our skills now and then. Most of the time when we work in the field, we get so detached from what is the law, what is the procedure, what is the global best practices, what is the national best practices, what is happening in our region, because we're so bogged down by the reports and the pressure and the directives from on top. And so it's always good to sit back, take a few days off from your busy schedules, to sit back, immerse yourself in such training, capacity building, so that you go back refreshed, go back more confident. And you do that. You get confidence by being able to understand the building blocks of your trade, right, of your skill set. And for us, whether for better or for worse, in the GST, the building blocks are the law and the procedures. We can't escape that. And even amongst the law, there's so many categories of law. You have the Act, you have the notifications, below that you have the circulars, and you might have your office orders. Sometimes the notification says something else, the circular says something else. So that in itself is an area where we should study and focus in order to be able to understand what they are telling us to do, and they're telling us to how to implement it on the ground, right? According to me, that is the most important aspect for any taxation officer, to be confident of what the rules say, what the laws say. Because when we are confident, we can go ahead and implement these laws without fear, without hesitation. If there are queries that then come from the trade, why should we do this? We are not supposed to do this, We are able to confidently handle them, with firmness, and with an authority that is backed in law. It's not the authority of my authority, it's actually backed in law. So it's, I think, very important for us to be able to know that. So these trainings hopefully will motive, the end result, what is the impact, is for us to be able to go back to our respective desks with that sense of confidence, right? And that sense of sure of what we're doing. And that obviously in the long run will help in achieving your departmental goals, your mission. It's increasing your collection, detecting more cases, fraudulent cases, helping the state generate more revenue. As the Commissioner was saying, there is no doubt of the importance that we do. We might not be face to face with the public and therefore we are not known, but we are face to face with our assessees, right? And how we conduct ourselves, how we are able to go about as per the rules is very, very important for the state building, for nation building. We do an indispensable job. All the developmental projects that are being, that you see around you, outside the Northeast and Northeast within the state, all of it are funded by us, so we should have that quiet satisfaction in what we do. It's a little difficult because it's not direct contact with the public, but nonetheless it is a quiet and very important job. So on behalf of NASIN, I'm delighted again for having invited us here. We have curated this course according to what your needs are. We have got a template from you, and we saw that that template is also a standard template that we had initially curated. So it takes care of all the aspects of GST, right from the law, the procedure, the registration, the filing returns, detecting some frauds, and the adjudication process, how do we issue show cause notices. All these aspects have been touched upon, and I hope that when you go back after 5 days, you will have that renewed vigor. So once again, on behalf of NASIN, I'm delighted to be here. We hope that you have a very productive, immersive learning session this entire week, and thank you very much.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.